as we go live here, then I will share screen. So go ahead and know that it's fair to warn you all that we're live on YouTube. So I'm excited about that. Good evening. You got Thomas Dubois, Sarah Warren, and Miss Andrea and Mark Krasinski, and all the rest of the gang. And we're on here tonight going to have a little bit of a good time with you. I'm going to share my screen. And tonight we're doing some terminology, mostly in the crypto space terminology, but sort of overall business and some of the things that we're in, like crowdfunding. What I know is that a lot of times that people can't be 100% if they don't even understand what somebody's saying. You know, like if I was to say to you, what's an NFT, and you don't know what's an NFT, well, you're trying to chase that speaker for the next 20 minutes, and you're still trying to figure out what an NFT is when they're done. So by the way, non-fungible token, or what's a DAO? Well, I don't know. It's when I say, ow. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what a DAO is. I do know what a DAO is, but we're going to get into some of that and helpful. And then we're also, because you guys are plugging in, we're going to, you tell us what you're wanting to learn in the crypto space. You tell us what you're wanting to learn in the team building space. You tell us what you want to learn in the business space that that we have knowledge on, and we'll get the heartbeat of the crew here and we'll bring it to the table. We got some great things going on right now with a brand new platform, and we got some great things going on right now. And that platform, by the way, is just for anybody. It's not a team building thing. It's a community building thing. So what Sarah and I are trying to concentrate on is just adding value to anybody that's in this whole community, and then that would trickle down to everybody. In the cryptocurrency space, most of the time when you're building teams, that's affecting your bottom line, because somebody's got to pay the team building, don't they? So that's affecting your bottom line on the crypto builds. Okay. Plus, the truth is, we haven't had that much luck with cryptocurrency combined with network marketing. And all I can do is be honest with you there. Am I saying that's a bad thing? Absolutely not. Not at all. Not at all. I'm just saying that you learn some things. And we now, with the Nexus system, have something that a beginner in cryptocurrency can trudge their way into and learn terminology with us like we're doing tonight. But most of what I want to focus on not just this call, but on my daily YouTubes that you guys seen Sarah knock it out of the park on there. Matter of fact, Dave, I want you on there so I can blame you for getting me into cryptocurrency. So it's all this guy's fault, Dave Barheights. So, and then we've had me and Andrea's and Mark's jumped on like 3 or 4 times. So we've only been doing that since 2022, and we've had a lot of fun. And so each and every one of you brings value to the table. And as you're new and learning and whatnot, we hope to come from the new person's status, and then expanding into every now and then having some more advanced type of teaching. Today's as basic as we can get it, because we feel that without terminology, that you're just playing a guessing game. Again, Andrea, Mark, and Sarah, I ask you to feel free to unmute at any given time, because I haven't rehearsed this. Sometimes having a great blessings in my life to where that I'm honored to have great people around me, and a great employee that you guys know of, begins with an A, last name with a K. I don't know, something like that. Something like Andrea Krasinski. I don't know. Begins with an A, ends with a K. She put together this list for us. Sarah sent her some words. I gave her some few words. but she really put this together. So we'll be able to post this on this week's emails. Whatever you're involved in with us, if you want to get on an email blast for True Badger, the Nexus system, for a co-op, for Daisy, for any of the things that we're involved in together, Andrea puts out a weekly emails, and guys, aren't they awesome? They are. I mean, if you really look through those emails, that you got everything that you need. You got everything that you need, and so that's pretty incredible. And we also have Mr. Jody on the Nexus system, just sending us out great stuff on a daily basis. So if you're on the Nexus system and you don't think that, and you're not getting anything from Jody, and you're with me or with Sarah or whatever, get us your name and your emails, text us and say, hey, can you please get us on Jody's stuff? Because I'll just steal from him and put it on the WhatsApp stream as well. But it's always good to be plugged in. Sometimes people think that they're plugged in too much. Like you might get something on co-op from Greg and Joe and Henry and me. Better that than to say, well, nobody told me that. I didn't know that. Well, we want to saturate you with as much information as we can. So tonight we're going to just barrel back, not get all serious about things. And we're going to have some fun seeing what we can learn with some definitions, terminologies, things of that nature. So I have this open. Obviously, this will be easy to print off for Andrea and or to get a link for it for everybody. And again, it'll be on the emails. Because some of, like, well, I guess this could go on almost any one of the pages. I can't see why the people in crowd learning cryptocurrency couldn't benefit from this. So every one of the pages that we're plugged into, we'll just go ahead and call that out. As I'm going through a few that I think are important right now, I also ask, and I am asking, that if Sarah has anything to add, Andrea has anything to add, to please do so. Okay, let's just start with cryptocurrency as a form of digital asset based on a network that is distributed across a large number of computers. The decentralized structure allows them to exist outside the control of governments and central banks. So I love that definition, but I'm going to add to it, because that's a definition more of decentralized to me. So when we go down there to DeFi and whatnot, we'll see what that has to say. But we will have centralized authorities for cryptocurrency. So I don't want to start off with that definition without saying, because I actually believe this week or next week that we're going to actually be nailed with a worldwide functionality in the centralized cryptocurrency space. And so decentralized is what we're all hoping for, where we have more control, better control, a lot of control of our money, right? Okay, crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is the use. So when I share the word crowdfunding right now, you know what the hot word is out there? What's the hot word of crowdfunding right now? Collaborating. I think if you're building any business right now and you talk about collaborating, it's the truth of what we really do. Is if we, like, that's what I love about the True Badger and the Nexus system, is that we can, we're not making money off of each other, but we're making money together as we grow that network. So that's true collaboration. I got involved in something that's a hedge fund type of thing that's a higher level of collaborating. In crowdfunding, we're collaborating through crowdfunding is the use of small amounts of capital from a large number of individuals to finance a new business venture. Crowdfunding makes use of it, the easy, accessible, and vast networks of people through social media, crowdfunding websites to bring investors and entrepreneurs together with the potential to increase entrepreneurs by expanding the pool of investors beyond the traditional circle of owners, relatives, and venture capitalists. So I want to say something about that someone should, if you're an entrepreneur, I'm going to actually suggest as an entrepreneur that that I study what that actually means in our hearts and in our minds. If we're thinking collaboration, if we're thinking crowdfunding, we just expanded whatever it is we're doing. And that's why we've always used network marketing, but 95% of the people that got into network marketing have no idea that the real purpose of network marketing is to leverage your time. 100%. Network marketing is crowdfunding at its finest. So, okay. So Sarah, good luck there, girl. So, hey, before I move much further, everybody's got family stuff, right? My whole family, my kids got COVID right now. My grandma's worried about it. We have teammates. Everybody's got things going on between COVID, the world, the mandates, the decision making, all of that. So can I just say, please pray for us all. Please pray for us all. Let's collaborate in prayer. That was pretty good right there. I don't care who you are. All right. So DeFi, decentralized finance, an umbrella term for peer-to-peer financial services on public blockchain. So we're going to talk about blockchain in a minute. Primarily Ethereum. In simple words, it stands for self-custody finance. Unlike traditional finance, where a company, bank, fund is responsible for your money, the DeFi, no one but you has access to it. NFT, this is the hot button. I would probably go to say, if there's anything in the world right now that I would be studying, it would be NFTs, because they're going to go hot. I don't know if they're going to go cold, but they're going to go hot, and they're going to go hot to try. They're going to go as hot as anything I've ever seen before in this industry. We're already seeing spreads that are bigger than Bitcoins. So people buy NFTs, selling them for millions in weeks. In weeks, folks. Can you imagine taking a $500 buy, selling it to somebody for $1 million 2 weeks later? Whoa. I hope you're paying attention to what I just said. But you got to follow. You got to follow it. Got to learn it. Got to step out of the comfort zone and go, oh, I know what an NFT is. When they talk about it, that's a non-fungible token. Well, then you got to ask yourself, what the heck's a non-fungible token? Well, it's a one-of-a-kind digital asset. Asset being your key word, that belongs to you and only you. This digital asset that represents real-world objects like art, music, in-game items and videos and hashtags. They are bought and sold online frequently with cryptocurrency, and they are generally encoded with the same underlying software as many cryptocurrencies. Well, we are all involved in Tag Protocol. Tag Protocol sells hashtags. We are monetizing hashtags. So those hashtags are connecting to a blockchain technology that has attached to it not only mining of that cryptocurrency tag and the other coin, the other tokens that are involved with it, and those are non-fungible tokens. And through that process, we've monetized hashtagging on Twitter. And so I own 11 of them. And it's really cool to watch them grow, watch them go off, like, I bought accounting. Okay. So hashtag accounting. So anytime you guys could put anything up on money on Twitter, about money on Twitter, remember me, hashtag accounting, and you'll make me some money. Okay. So we also on Tag Protocol should start listing our hashtags for people. I still use Santa Claus every time I tweet every day. Why? Because it pays Andrea and Mark, because they own Santa Claus in the hashtag. So that's a non-fungible token. It's a one-of-a-kind digital asset that belongs to you and only you, okay? Utility token. What's a utility token? Represents digital units of value in blockchain. It's helpful to think of them as coupons or vouchers. So the asset of utility token is a certain level of access to a product or service which the holder can gain by redeeming it. Okay, so utility tokens is now getting, I believe, don't quote me on the way I'm about to say this, but I believe it's being cross-referenced really strongly with NFTs, because soon when we have a online Zoom for certain companies or certain tokens, unless you own the utility token, you ain't getting in. Okay, type of thing. So they can use that for ticketing. You can use it for almost any reason, but it represents a certain level of access to a product or service which the holder can gain by redeeming it. So there you go. Store of value, a commodity, asset, or currency that can be saved, retrieved, or exchanged at a future date without suffering depreciations. We got a lot of these on here. Here's what I knew about this, is that we're going to go through and back, and I'm not covering them all because we have the list for you. Okay. Is that fair? We got the list for you. We can do that. So crypto yield farming is something that you can do with almost any token out there, because it's adding value or kind of they're borrowing your token or your money to add value to that system, to keep that system going longer in its early stages, whatnot. So is the cryptocurrency equivalent of earning an annual percentage yield on deposits with banks. When investors participate in yield farming, their cryptocurrency value grows over time. At the most basic level, yield farming is the way of earning fees by lending cryptocurrency through smart contracts. So we do that once or twice a week, that we turn our tokens into yield farming and make even more off of them. And then also some currencies like True Badger, I believe, has a farming type of, well, I don't know if that will be farming or staking or how I believe it's farming. But if you hold True Badger and you're holding it, you do make more token off of it. So that's a little bit different, but we can get into some of the deeper details as we learn here. But you can always, if you hear somebody say that, now you can go back to this sheet and try to figure it out. I am not an expert at any of these yet. These are true definitions that Andrea put together. So don't hold me to anything. Joke or meme coins, I wish they wouldn't put joke in there because it kind of devaluates it to me. And the whole point of everything is to value it. But the truth is, meme coins and joke coins are cryptocurrencies inspired by memes and internet jokes. These cryptocurrencies often aren't meant to be taken seriously, but can still gain momentum when members of the community buy into the newest one in order to be in on the joke. So one of the most successful coins out there today, Doge, Shiba Inu, they are considered a joke. Well, all I can do is speak from my heart. I wish it wasn't called a joke, because I've made a lot of money off them. I've made no less than $7,000 profit off of Shiba Inu, and I have some that I'm hodling still. I have about 3,000 that I'm hodling. So not a joke to my family's bank account, but you know what I mean? That's how it started. Okay, assets. We all know what assets are. Let's have some fun with that. Okay, DAO is a real important one because we talk about that quite often. Decentralized Autonomous Organization. So that's what we're building in the Nexus system. It's what we're building in Tag Protocol as well. He's somewhat DAO-ish. I don't know if it's totally, but he doesn't claim to be the owner. He claims to be the program writer. Okay, and I believe if you own the tokens that you're a part of that. But I know for sure in Nexus it is a DAO. That's Decentralized Autonomous Organization, an organization that was designed to be automated and decentralized. Keyword decentralized, where there's no banks or anything attached to it. It acted as a form of venture capital fund based on open source code and without typical management structure or board of directors. To be fully decentralized, the DAO was unaffiliated with any particular nation, state. Through it, made use of the Ethereum network. Well, now the Binance network seems to be producing more DAOs than, I mean, everybody's jumping on the Binance network. And you guys have heard me speak badly about the Binance network, in the past. And let me clarify that for a minute. Somebody inside of the Binance network hacked me, okay? And so there's almost no other way. It had to be somebody. So is there bad people in every business that we do and everything that's out there? You bet there is. So I'm now falling in love with the Binance network. Okay. Decentralized. Let's read this one clearly. It is the process of distributing and dispersing power away from the central point. Most financial and governmental systems in a traditional mainstream world are centralized, meaning they are controlled and managed by a single authority. A decentralized market contains digital technology, which allows buyers and sellers of securities to deal directly with each other instead of meeting in a traditional exchange. Well, don't you hear Greg on locker room trainings or other people talk about, guys, you have to understand getting decentralized. We have to get in control of our finances. If you don't control your finances, somebody else will, because they've actually made us a slave to our finances over the last 100 years. And we got to take advantage of the opportunity that cryptocurrency allows us to, and other things allow us to be decentralized. I have a bit of my finances are 100% decentralized, that it would be pretty tricky for the man to figure all that out. But that's, it's just having control of my money, where I can take it and go, and somebody's not making money off of everything that I do. Blockchain is what cryptocurrency is all about. A lot of people think about blockchain as just money, but blockchain is a decentralized database that shares among the nodes of a computer network. As a database, a blockchain stores information. So it's a transaction of any sort. It's not just a transaction of money with blockchain. Soon you'll see your health records on blockchain. We all know, and maybe you don't know this, but do you know when they attach blockchain technology to voting, we'll never have to have the controversy that we have today. Never have to have the controversies that we have today. A blockchain stores information electronically in digital format. Blockchains are best known for their crucial role of cryptocurrency systems, such as Bitcoin, for maintaining a secure and decentralized record of transactions. The innovation with a blockchain is that it guarantees the fidelity and security of the record of data and generates trust without the need for the trusted third party. Hodling, this is holding. It's just that simple. Hodling is the term that's used in cryptocurrency when you're holding through the dips, when you're holding through the ups and holding through the downs. Not even going to read it for you. I hodl right now. I'll tell you what I'm hodling. Right now, I'm hodling Avalanche. I'm hodling XRP. I'm hodling Ethereum, and I'm hodling Bitcoin. I believe all of those can fight through the up and down. Now, I don't consider, like with the other coins like Shiba Inu or Shiba, that I'm hodling, because if it goes up, I'm probably dumping. If it goes, when it goes up again, I'm riding out the low. Okay. And I don't know, but I know that we always usually have a low around this time with Chinese New Year and going into February. So hodling over the next month until we see things come back up is a smart move. Don't go selling and accepting the loss when you know that cryptocurrency is just begun. Do everything in your power to hold those out, almost no matter what the coin is, unless you're hearing something about it that is going away. Okay. Staking, a way to put your cryptocurrency to work and earn rewards on it. Staking cryptocurrency is a process that involves committing your crypto assets to support a blockchain network and confirm transactions. It's available with cryptocurrency that's use of the proof of stake model to process payments. So staking and farming and those kind of go together, but they're different, but the same. Basically using your crypto to make more money. Staking is using your crypto and your internet to make more cryptocurrency. Okay. So when you're staking, you're allowing them to use your internet or your Helium machine. Behind Andrea, you can see an antenna there. That's a Helium antenna. And that is mining helium anytime that picks up on her network. And I have one sitting over here in the corner as well. Those are you can buy them. They're cheap, and you get a good return on your money, but they take a long time to get them. So do your research before you buy them. Mine took me 22 months to get, and they cut the earnings in half by that time, but we're still going to come out really, really good in the end. Okay. Burning coins. This is a coin burning happens when cryptocurrency tokens is intentionally sent to an unusable wallet address to remove it from circulation. The address, which is called a burn address or eater address, can't be accessed or assigned to anyone. Once a token is sent to the burn address, it's gone forever. So they do this to maintain pricing and for many different reasons to keep themselves in the market correctly. Maybe they had a plan to use, maybe they set aside on a launch 3 million coin, and 1 million coin was used in that promotion when they allotted 3 million. Well, that 3 million isn't going to help the coin grow any, so they're going to go ahead and burn those off, okay, and get rid of them, okay? Crypto wallets. A crypto wallet is a software program or physical device that allows you to store your crypto and allow for the sending and receiving of crypto transactions. A crypto wallet consists of 2 key pairs, private keys and public keys. A public key is derived from the private key and serves as an address used to send crypto to. So in other words, if I give Andrea my private key, she can send me all of her money, and I know exactly what to do with her money. No, just kidding. But if Andrea sends me, if I send her my public key, but I'll never send any other human being my private key, because my private key accesses all of it. Okay. And I can actually steal the wallet, have total access to it with the private key. So that's why they say store the private key in your safe. Store the private key where nobody has access to it. Don't store it in your email. Did I say that loud enough for y'all? Because I know many of you have taken your private key, you've copied it, and you put it in your email. If a hacker gets into your email, your private key just gave them 100% access to any money in that wallet. Okay? Never, 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 never do that. Did I say that enough? Cryptocurrency exchanges, digital currency exchanges. This is where we sell, trade, buy. That would be like Coinbase, Binance, like any of the other ones, like crypto.com, all of that. Liquidity, the ability of a coin to be easily converted into cash or other coins. Your quickest liquidity coins is, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum at this point. Bitcoin, I can go now in Carbondale, there's a Bitcoin ATM. There's a Bitcoin ATM in Aspen. Somebody beat me to it. There's a Bitcoin ATM in Glenwood. So just in my valley alone, there's 3 Bitcoin ATMs where I could actually go, and if I had access to my digital wallet, or I could scan my digital wallet, I could get cash from my phone at that ATM for Bitcoin, or I could buy Bitcoin from there. Gas fees are what it costs to for the energy and the processing of things. Networking fees is the same thing, but it's that network that charges the fees. Trading, pair trading, all of that we'll get into another time. Reward-based crowdfunding. What did I just do? That was surely not what I meant to do. Let me tell you that much. Okay. Let's see here. Again, we'll put out this list. On here, it has a different type of wallets. So please read through there and understand the difference of a hard wallet. And I think some of this we might be able to arrange to where some of the things that are like each other might be next to each other. You know, like where it said wallets up above, we might be able to put like hard wallet all under the same category of wallets. That would be kind of cool. So we'll work on that a little bit too, and maybe put out a stronger list in the future. We'll compare definitions. Bitcoin pizza refers to the infamous transaction where a guy named Lazio, paid 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas, making it the first business transaction of Bitcoin in the real world. And that guy, the owner of that Papa John's Pizza, if he didn't sell, is a very, very rich man. Bear, someone who believes that the price of a given market will decline over an extended period. Such a person might be referred to as bearish. Well, or they call it a bearish run on pricing run. Airdrop, a marketing campaign that distributes a specific cryptocurrency or token to an audience. So if you get in and you're a part of the Nexus system at the early stages, they do airdrops for those that are hodling and making the network strong. So there's some different things there. I'm trying to just jump around here because, going over definitions is not the most exciting call that I've ever done in my life. But we have this for you, and I hope that's really, really good. Metaverse and MetaMask and mining and bull trap, all of these things you want to get to know, because Metaverse and MetaMask have a lot to do with NFTs and a lot to do with all of that stuff. An online digital wallet that allows users to manage transfers and receive Ethereum operating as an extension to their regular browser. Okay. Honeypots, smart chain. There's just so compounding, so many things in here that can help you if you're listening or learning something and don't know. And so I see here that centralized versus decentralized is down here. And so as we arrange this a little bit better, it's arranged great. Let's not take away from that. This is how we turned in we just brainstormed the names. But if we put these in the same categories, as each other, like centralized and decentralized up there with the digital wallet, and then up top with what I started with, then all of that you'll be able to make sense of all together. And me and Andrea will work on that together for you guys. So a lot of great information on here. What's a pump and dump? It's something that you want to watch out for. It's basically the manipulated scheme that individuals or an entity will accumulate the buying of a vehicle, stocks, cryptos, commodities, and etc., and artificially inflate the price through means of spreading misinformation. And once the price is increased, pumping, they will start selling it off. So you want to watch for this. It's one of the biggest concerns about Shiba Inu, because there's a couple of big whales that hold a big amount of that. And if they dump, we're all in trouble. You might as well just chalk that one off, right? Even though they got a great Shibu army and it's a joke coin, or a joke token, So understanding that. But also, what I love about the Nexus system is they actually watch for whales and watch for pump and dumps to not hurt their system. And they also talk amongst the community of the purpose of building that community with strength without pump and dumps, and that they hope to not have that go on. But also pump and dump is a strategy, and it's not necessarily always a bad thing. Okay. Because if there's a pump and dump going on from something that's not going to make it, you can make a lot of money in the process. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to share that everywhere once we rearrange it a little bit. And I don't think it needs rearranged much, but I think I just think if we take a few of the terminologies and put them in a specific place, it'll be easier for you guys to understand. Do you agree with that, Andrea? Come on for me.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But I was going line to line, precept to precept. So this is how we gave you the list as well. So we'll do some shuffling and some jiving there. It won't be perfect, but it will have. It still has a lot of value right now, and we could actually, do another thing too, and not put it in that format and put it in alphabetical.
That's what I was thinking, alphabetical, so then they can make it like a directory form.
Yeah, that sounds like not a bad idea. Or categorical, either one. Okay, so categorical and or alphabetical. We'll let the master handle that. So sometimes, like when we're doing things, I was kind of concerned there. I don't want to think that there's anything wrong with this. I was just saying, boy, wouldn't it be nice to, as I'm going through it, to see things in a different format. So everybody knows that, right? Right. Okay. Andrea, talk about when you were putting this together, what did you learn?
A whole bunch. I don't have it on here, and I can't remember the abbreviation, what it was, but it was funny. And I know I texted to you because I was laughing about it, but just when you're researching terminology for beginners, there was stuff I really didn't understand, like that. You have it up here now, like reward-based crowdfunding compared to the debt crowdfunding. Huddle, I didn't realize it came from a misspelling of hold.
Isn't that funny?
And then when I was doing this, we didn't talk much about it, but when we were talking about the NFTs and things like that, and you said a lot about that Shiba Inu, doing this, I found that game on your phone. If you hold cryptocurrency of the Shiba Inu, you can start receiving airdrops from the NFTs in the game on your phone. So technology has come a long way with cryptocurrency. And, there's so many different ways to earn and learn. And I find it fun. I love it. I don't know where the knowledge came from for it, but I love learning this stuff. And I hope this brings value to a lot of us.
Well, And you know, with that being said, is I also say for all of us that are presenting or doing these, for one, this was taken from somewhere, so it might have more of a spin towards Ethereum or something in the definition or something, right? So
yeah, a lot of them came from CoinMarketCap. They actually have from A to Z
glossary.
cryptocurrency glossary. So a lot of it, when I was researching cryptocurrency, came from the CoinMarketCap one. But there's investment crypto.com or something like that I was pulling from because I wanted to find the true meanings of the words, not just Google or Wikipedia. I wanted to find the true meanings of them.
Yeah, and sometimes they might be leaning towards a coin, but they have a definition for overall. So watch that. Secondly, watch things like that I am not an expert. I'm here to learn with you, but I'm willing to stick my neck out to try to talk about things that I'm not the most knowledgeable in. For instance, my one of my best friends, a guy that I count on, you know, that I know he would have my back for anything. Mr. Jerry Bauer, who's on here tonight, he corrected me the other night, letting me know that I'm using XRP and Ripple. They're two different things. Okay. XRP and Ripple are two different things, and I was using them in the same sentence as the same thing. So, so they're in the same family, kind of like Bitcoin and, you know, Bitcoin wrap, and you know, they just have different workabilities, and that's real important for the lawsuit and stuff that's going on. So he corrected me on that. I don't understand exactly how they're different 100% and what all that's about, but that's okay. You know, but what I'm saying is, as we learn together, sometimes people will quit learning from somebody if he said one thing wrong.
Right.
You know, he don't know what the hell he's talking about. He talked about airdrops, and I thought that was when they dropped cocaine out of a plane in the ocean. You know, whatever the case may be, right? So, so if I say something incorrect here, I'm begging of you to know that I'm learning it with you, and then I'm gaining knowledge with you.
Yeah. And I'm definitely not an expert. So
yeah. So with that, we're going to post this in the comments on YouTube and all of that good stuff. Jerry, thanks for letting me use you just now. If anybody wants to be on a YouTube chat with me, I'm doing them every single day. Tomorrow is just an action-packed day for me, boy. I got things going all day long. I hope you do too. If you don't, plug in with me a little bit. Mark, allow everybody to unmute and say goodnight, would you?
good to go.
Good to go.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all. We will get that list out for everybody, but also Andrea just told you where to find a great bigger glossary, and that's on where is it, Andrea?
Crypto, or it was for CoinMarketCap.
Okay. Now, Jerry, tell us the difference between Ripple and XRP.
XRP was originally developed by Ripple, but then gone off. So that's how they crowdfunded it, and
Okay.
and now they just own a big chunk of it, and
Okay.
they're using it for liquidity.
Oh, okay. Okay. So XRP, Ripple is a platform. XRP is a coin or a token.
Correct. Yep.
Coin. It would be a coin, I believe.
It's a coin, and XRP is developing, or Ripple is developing uses for that coin and the liquidity of it to do the international transfers of monetary, to be that buffer in between. So,
and I believe, Jerry, I can honestly say that you're doing your best to hodl.
absolutely.
See that misspelt word? We just used it again. We're doing our best to hodl XRP. So I don't have a ton of it, guys, but I do got about $3,000 worth. But if you bought $50 worth of XRP, I'm going to go to imagine if things go the way that I think that they're going to go, that you will have no trouble seeing 10, 20, 100 times your money in the very near future.
Good to know.
Is that what you're thinking, Jerry?
Probably a 3x within the next. Everybody I'm hearing is like a 3x in that near, and then long term, man, like it's like the pizza guy with Bitcoin.
Right.
Long term, 5 years.
Right, because every country is adopting the uses. So, so and the new monetary system, they're saying that it is the only go between at this point.
Yep. So we'll get that lawsuit settled. Woo!
Yeah, go get them, get them. Hey, this is ended up a little bit longer call than I wanted. Jerry, thanks for your help. Everybody pray for Sarah. I don't know what's going on, but her mom needed her, but her daughter needed her. Pray for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. Big prayers for Shelly's family right now. Okay. Big prayers, but she posts on Facebook, so you all know what's going on. But big prayers. And like I said, in the middle here, if we're truly building a community, don't just tell somebody you're going to pray for them. Stop right there and say, in Jesus' name, help my friend, and pray. Because you go off running and you don't pray for them, you kind of lying to them about praying for them. Doesn't that suck? Ooh, listen to that one.
Ouch.
That was an ouchie, wasn't it? How many times you said you're going to pray for somebody, you never did. So I say, stop what you're doing and say that prayer, and I'll leave you that in Jesus' name. Everybody have a great night. All right. God bless you all. And Andrea will put this link on YouTube as well.